What's up, everybody? Listen, he's here off the top, off the rip. Because why? Just because. And just like that, he's gone. Good morning, everybody. New day with Amber Shaw. We are with you this morning. We appreciate you guys joining us on Thursday. It's always a pleasure to see everyone. So as you filter yourselves into the broadcast, go ahead, jump in church chat. Let us know where you are viewing from. I'm telling you, the shade is here. The pettiness is here, the shenanigans, and you saw him already. We got Dr. James Mable Jr. He joins us on today. Got the headlines in front of us, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to even play a game with James today. I don't know how he's going to fare, but you definitely want to stick around and be a part of it all. So go ahead and invite your timelines, everybody. Let them know that New Day with Amber Shaw is on the virtual edition. Hey, let's get it. New Day with Amber Shaw. Let's go. Yes, he is willing and able. It's currently 8:08, 8 minutes past the hour. New Day with Amber Shaw is with you. Good morning, everybody. I pray that all is well with you. Know that this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. 713-668-1230. 713-668-1230 is the number. Dr. James Mable Jr. joins us this morning. It's always a pleasure to have James a part of the show. Mable, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Amber Shaw. Good morning, all of the listeners out there at 1230 Land. What's going on?
Listen, you got it this morning. You know, I'm glad to see you 2 weeks in a row. You are not gallivanting across the country. You know, I had to throw that in there. I struggled with it. I wasn't going to say it, but then I was like, it's Thursday, whatever. Why not? But no, super excited to have you 2 weeks in a row. James, last week we talked basketball right off the rip. So what you got for me this week?
Well, listen, we might as well continue because I told y'all that Golden State was a force to be reckoned with. And listen, although we are Texas, I love my Texas people. It looks like Warriors going to just carry right on. But shout out to the Golden State Warriors. Shout out to the Boston Celtics, who are now one game away from the NBA Finals. And so, hey, playoffs are here. We at the end. Let's see how this thing shakes out.
All right, let's see how it shakes out. I like that. Let's see how it shake out. Well, James has made his predictions, and so we'll see what happens. If you want to call and let me know what your predictions are, you can definitely do that. 713-668-1230. More news updates are on the way, and of course, I have the music. Here's Angela Moss-Poole featuring Micah Stampley with My Help. New Day with Amber Shaw, 1230, The Source. Good morning, everybody. All right, we did things a little different this morning. We in here shaking things up too. We're going to see how it shake out. But good morning to everyone. Those of you that are already in church chat, we appreciate you. Would you please share this broadcast with your timelines? I know I had one word, I had two words. I was like, struggling. But listen, we appreciate you all. Steve Dalton of Steve Dalton and the Leviticus Singers of Charlotte. Good morning. Radio personality, the one with the voice and all of the magical words, Mr. Corey Warren, Goldsboro, North Carolina. Restine Wilson, the lover of the Mexican pizza, is here, ladies and gentlemen. My aunt Danita Price has joined us as well. Listen, I love all of you. Thank you all so very much for tuning in today. We're going to cover a couple different things this morning. Some of them have been in the headlines, so you've already seen them. Some of them we will not stay on long, but it does need to be addressed. So before we do all of that, Mable, anything new in your life? I want you to know I was leaving the station on Monday. I got to tell you this. I was leaving the station on Monday. You know where the station is. And I was on the other side of the highway, right? The expressway, the freeway, whatever that thing is over there. And there are a couple of known restaurants over there. And they have their marquees and they already had their verbiage for the morning. And I'm passing by. And what do I see on the marquee? Something, something, something about some fish, fresh, blah, 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 in lemon butter. And I almost lost it. Just the whole word, the phrase lemon butter now just takes me in. It takes me in. I just wanted to share that with you. So what's going on? How's your morning?
First of all, my morning is going well. We are at the end of May. It's been a great month, obviously, because some of the best people are born in May. I'm one of them. It's been a wonderful day thus far. I am briefly on the ground. And so you're right, no gallivanting until June the 9th. And listen, the gallivanting will commence from June the 9th all the way to the end of July. I'm just letting you know this gonna be a cracking summer. But no, all is well. I'm actually enjoying the rest. It's graduation season. I still don't understand who this lemon butter. Y'all have been carrying this forth with the whole lemon butter piece. It's all good because this narrative that you've set up and many others that have joined with you.
Nope.
With
you started the lemon butter. You started it.
That was see, no. Y'all took it. We were talking about Girl Scout cookies and how I just mentioned the flavor. And I know it was lemonades instead of lemon butter, whatever. But you were the shady, petty one and helped mix that story in. And it's now being carried forth. And it has been going on. This has been months now. Like I feel like this is going on like 5-6 months about this whole hashtag lemon butter. Corey Warren just put it in the chat again because of you.
Consistency sells.
Anyway,
would you rather us be talking about your unit that you have crafted, creatively and craftily, kind of swoop to the side. I mean, I thought you did well with that. Would you like us to go back there?
So you're gonna go back
No, no,
to a
no. I'm
to a
asking you. I'm asking you. You have a
to,
choice.
again to something that is not even real. So you guys are carrying this narrative. You said my unit. This is a unit. This is my
Yes.
hair. I can't just. I can't. All right. That was a false narrative. So then we've come with this second false narrative that you have been so instrumental in helping to carry out and extend beyond the life of what it needs to be. But anyway, I'm happy to be here. It's a dope day. Thankful for a new day. Glad to be on the ground resting, spend some time with my family, all that good stuff before we hop back on planes and get to
Yeah.
airports and stuff.
All right. Enough said. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have seen it multiple times via, the news. You've heard it. Listen, we are extending our prayers to those families in Uvalde, Texas. It's not that far from here, but then to see it unfold, the aftermath of it on TV. One of the things that I've been saying on air is that, yes, we are praying for those families who lost loved ones. You got 19 children, you got 2 adults that, without question, when they went into Robb Elementary on Tuesday, a couple of days before the summer break, I see on Facebook, parents and kids that are excited about awards day and field days or whatever these events that are being planned for the end of the year. And no one would have ever thought that their day on Tuesday would have ended like it did. And so we send our prayers and our condolences to those families of those that, yes, one directly lost their loved ones, and then to that region as well. It goes beyond that. And then, you got people like me, James, who's right there. And then all of you that are in church chat, and we might not know those families directly, you know what I'm saying? But it is still impactful because we just came off of Buffalo, right? We just came off of Buffalo. I believe it was Tuesday or Wednesday. No, it was Wednesday it was Tuesday that the footage for the young man here in Houston, the body cam footage was released from that officer and that particular incident where he lost his life. There's so much that's going on. So we want to make certain that we acknowledge that Uvalde shooting, although it was tragic, but it is something that we must talk about because why? The NRA starts their conference tomorrow, right? Yeah.
Right.
So, guys, leave your comments in church chat. If you have them, I'm sure many of you have already posted on your social medias and things like that. But again, here on New Day Virtual, we wanted to make certain that we acknowledge that. And so, what I wanted to do with that is put that right there. And so I went and I found, I'm always trying to find stuff, and we're gonna do that there. Um, put that ribbon that's there, and we want to make certain that I do have a photo, and we'll flash that in just a little bit. But James, your thoughts, if any?
Yeah, not too many thoughts on it. I mean, obviously, that you've already expressed. It is just an endearing time. And then, Amber's so crazy. You mentioned Buffalo. Then right after that, we had the person that walked into the church in California.
Yeah.
And shot the Asian churchgoers. And so it is very, very disheartening. My only fear, and not fear in just a scary kind of way, but just a concern is that you never know. You have all these copycats out here. And I actually just saw a story this morning about out in Tennessee, an intruder tried to enter an elementary school in Tennessee this morning. That was yes, that broke news about an hour ago. And so that's just the only thing. It's like somebody who has been conjuring up in their mind ways to do, acts like this, waiting for a moment. And it's like that kind of confirms their movement. Like, okay, I think I can kind of do this. So definitely my heart goes out. That is the value of, and I saw some of the interviews with some of the parents. It's the value of just loving on your people. It was a school shooting Tuesday, but y'all, we leave our homes every day to go out, and there's no guarantee that we may get back. And so it's just It just behooves us to love, 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 and love some more. Live at peace with people. I promise you, I'm not trying to preach. I'm just trying to share. Live at peace with people. Anybody that you don't want anybody that comes to disturb your peace. Just live at peace. Do your best to live at peace with everybody, because things like this can happen so fast, and then life just is turned upside down. So just hang on to your people. Tell folk you love them, and so that you can have a clear conscience. And yes, you never know, but very, very disheartening. My heart just goes on. I was a public school teacher, Amber. I taught in the elementary school for 4 years. So kindergarten through fifth grade students. I mean, that hit me in a crazy place. Like, okay, that could have easily been, you just think about it. It could be anybody. It could just happen, so. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And to all of the teachers that are out there that feel some kind of way, I believe that that's a fair feeling. You mentioned that you were formerly a teacher. And did you ever have any of those thoughts? I mean, did you ever think that, that the security of the school was not just? Ever?
Listen, and I'm going to be honest, absolutely. So matter of fact, if I just go back 10 years ago, I'm in the middle of wrapping up my third or fourth year teaching. And that was right when the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting.
Yes.
So all those kinds of thoughts, we had resource officers, that had their flashlight and a radio, but it was, but it caused a heightened awareness, and we started having security and things on campus. So the thoughts definitely passed through.
Music from Rufus Johnson. The song is entitled Thank You. Sometimes thank you is just enough. And I say thank you this morning to all of you that are listening this morning. We got new music for you from Darius Twyman. The song is entitled Tell Me Where. New Day with Amber Shaw, 1230 The Source. Good morning, everybody. James, I want you to check this out. Are you familiar with Darius Twyman?
I've heard of the name.
Tell me where. Tell me where. Tell me where. Tell me where. Tell me where.
You feel that?
When the Lord comes for me, will I be lying in my grave or standing with his rain?
Y'all got to go download the rest of that. That's Darius Twyman. Tell me where. Shout out to Darius Twyman. Shout out to Roderick Jemison this morning. Appreciate Roderick for sending me that one.
Hey.
Darius actually has an amazing Christmas song called Carol of the Bells. It's a version. I know it's a song that a lot of people have sang before, but Darius Twyman's version of Carol of the Bells is dope as well. But good morning to you all. All right, so let's transition, James. You mentioned, they could hear you talking about the NBA Finals, so we've kind of put our hat there. We started last week's show about it, and so I still want to ask church chat, do you guys still feel the same way? Who's going to win? Who you running with? Just who you running with? I'm just asking who you running with. Just asking who you running with. Maybe I shouldn't ask who's gonna win, but who you running with?
I know one thing, y'all better not run with Dallas.
Yeah. Listen, don't have the Dallas people coming for us this morning. Good morning to Donnell Russell.
Donnell Nola is in the house.
His name is Donnell. His name is Donnell, not Donnell. Donnell. I'm just saying. His name is Donnell. James Mable. So as a school teacher, don't you want to properly enunciate and pronounce the children's name, right? They all have unique names. And I mean, everybody wants their name. You don't want people to call you Jake, minus the S, just James. right? You want James, not just James. Come
What's his
on,
name?
Donnell Russell. Shout out to
Donnell
New
Russell.
Orleans. JT
Donnell Russell.
LeGrand is here. I'm sorry, James. I'm sorry.
You're not. You're
No,
not.
I am. I'm sorry.
I don't feel
I'm
sincere.
sorry.
I don't get it. I mean, it's just it's the inhumane treatment. Just
The inhumane
I
treatment.
just
Oh
been
my gosh.
I've been putting up with this in this virtual space for going on 2 years now, and it's quite difficult. I need you guys to continue to just be in prayer, because the thing about it, when you understand that this is the other people's show, like this is her show, and quite frankly,
That has nothing to do with it.
she can do whatever she wants to on her show, and she can say what she wants and articulate whatever she wants to say. But it's been a challenge. It's been a challenge, and so I request the prayers of the saints. We need to just take a moment of silence for how she continues to really just treat me on the show. And I show up when I'm not gallivanting. I show up, and so she gets me together. Thank God for Robin McCullum,
Robin McCullum,
who has entered church chat and has stated that the song from Darius Twyman, Tell Me Where, slaps, and it does. It slaps. I mean, like it slapped, Robin.
Turn your face this way, James. James, turn this way. Turn this way. You ready? You ready?
Nope.
No. Okay. Okay. Sorry.
See how the treatment is? You see that? It comes out. That's what it does.
Well, I mean, oh my gosh. Anyway, good morning to Robin McCullum, who is in Philly. Radio.
Yes,
Robin.
somebody was just in Philly gallivanting.
Who was in Philly?
Somebody was just in Philly gallivanting church chat.
Who was that? You?
She's sitting there.
No, you do frequent the East. You do frequent the East.
And do. And do. But I went there this weekend.
You went there.
Somebody was there this weekend. Why you know what? Why you select that comment? Why you select JT's comment? Are you trying to go back and reference lemon butter? Is this what you're trying to do? Good Lord have mercy. This I can't.
Well, since you said it, I wasn't, and you didn't have to even pay. But since you said it, I'm gonna go to the comment right before it because it say hashtag lemon butter. You did this. You did this.
No. I didn't do anything because your finger went to JT's comment and you pressed the comment to put it up in the main feed where everybody can see. Right. And then you took your finger again and then slid it up to the comment before. And Corey don't be, he doesn't play foul because he's on your side. Thank you. Look at that. I mean, good Lord. Good morning, Calvin Holloway. God bless you. Happy that you're here. Lord have mercy, y'all. Oh Lord. Yep. JT said, where's Carmina? That was JT.
She might be with us today. You just never know how that internet in the Walmart parking lot is going.
She got to come with me. She got to come.
You just never know. You never know.
All is on my life. My internet has been working consistently. I've moved from my old house, okay, and I have moved from my old friends. I have
Olivia Branch
old way of life, huh? Thank God, I moved out to brand new life. Okay, I got a new walk. Don't do it. Don't you do it. I got a new talk.
No, you don't do it. No, you don't do it. No, that's what you should be telling yourself. No, you don't do it.
I got a new look. Huh? And I what? Got a new name.
I don't know. I don't know the lyrics. I don't know.
What? You don't know the lyrics? Okay. All right. Oh my God. And a new start is going in my way. Thank God.
What was that octave that you went to?
Thank God I moved out to a brand new. My Lord, today. Listen, church chat, if y'all have not done so, take the time to share this broadcast. Just go to the bottom left of your screen, hit share, and then hit write post, but you don't have to write a post. Just then hit post again. All right? So the saints can come on in the church chat. Those who come in, we have so many people that pass through because people are getting their morning started, but we appreciate y'all coming on in. I got a question, Amber.
So does JT LeGrand.
You know, JT...
I don't think JT was here last week, so you got to go back and watch last week, and you'll be able to, you'll be good.
Listen, look at these choir members in church chat to a brand new life. They better sing. They better sing.
Okay. We got stuff to do. This is what we got to talk about quickly, and then James is going to play Lyrically Correct. Okay, there's a game with flashcards, and it's called Lyrically Correct. And I'll have the website that you guys can go and you can purchase those, cards or whatever if you want to in just a little bit, right? But before we do that, I want to know you all's thoughts about this.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God.
What are you laughing for? Robin McGee is in the background, everybody. I'm just saying, nobody. What? Why are you laughing?
First of all.
Come on, guys. I need your comments in church chat. I want to know what you think.
Y'all better say something in church chat.
Was this a bad thing? Is it a good thing? They pulled it on Tuesday. Was that a good or a bad thing? Are we doing too much? And I say, are we? Not necessarily Walmart, but we as a people. Okay,
They tried it. Let me tell you why they tried it. First of all, if you're going to give us a commemorative edition of some ice cream, do not let it be Great Value. They lost me at Great Value. I can't.
What do you mean? That's their brand.
I know it's their brand, Amber. But Great Value is just that's like the CVS brand of hand sanitizer sitting by the rest of the hand sanitizer.
So you telling me that when you went to the good supermarket and they didn't have that brand hand sanitizer, that you didn't get the generic version? Is that what you're telling me?
My first mind frame is to get that. Amber, they tried. Let's just give y'all, they're trying. I mean, was it a great gesture? Okay, wait. Watch this. Church chat, y'all need to be commenting. Did they do this for Cinco de Mayo? Did they give a special brand edition for some? I'm just saying, did they have a commemorative edition of tamales or tacos or for Cinco, for let's see what other holidays we got out there. You see what I'm saying? But I get it though. That is their it was a great attempt. It's just the people, like you said, the consumers took it the wrong way. Y'all know I'm gonna cut up and clown, but in all seriousness, that was a great attempt but I just think it was the first kind of presentation like in a national holiday. So, but yeah, I see church chat. It's kind of light. It's kind of lit in there. But anyway, yes, I'm done, Amber. Go on. I'm through.
Okay, so you started and stopped at the Great Value brand. Is that not their brand, right? Okay, so if they are pushing it, why wouldn't they use their brand to push it?
No, absolutely. I entered the conversation. Watch this, church chat. I entered the conversation as an upset consumer.
Anyway, okay. So this is my thing about it. So my thing was when I got up on Tuesday and the news feed said that they're pulling it. I was like, okay, why are they pulling it? So this is the statement that Walmart made. Walmart has apologized for their new Juneteenth ice cream and has pulled the product off of their shelves. The label of the ice cream says, share and celebrate African American culture, emancipation, and enduring hope. After receiving major backlash, Walmart pulled the product off of their shelves. In a statement, the company said, the Juneteenth holiday marks a celebration of freedom and independence. However, we received feedback that a few items caused concern for some of our customers, and we sincerely apologize. We are reviewing our assortment and will remove items as appropriate. So they had other stuff. They got plates, they got napkins, they had some tea. I mean, they had a whole array of Juneteenth items for purchase, right? I just want to know, as a Black person, I've celebrated Juneteenth. I know as a kid, we did all the time. My mom would buy us t-shirts and stuff, and they would have little fun little things about, and all of that, right? I remember that because each year we had a different one. I don't know where she bought them from. I just put it on, right? And so what is different about the celebration or the celebratory items? Because I know many of you have celebrated Juneteenth and y'all went to the other party stores. I won't name them, but y'all got red napkins and y'all got green napkins and y'all got yellow napkins and stuff. And that's how y'all, decorated your place for Juneteenth, right? So now that Walmart has gone and literally put the word Juneteenth and given you those assorted colors all in one space, some of y'all mad. Why? And so then we have the ice cream. I'm just saying, I definitely view things in a very different light. It's not like the ice cream I don't think would have been there year round. It was a specialty ice cream. The same type of specialty things that go on at Christmas, at Thanksgiving, at Halloween, Cinco de Mayo. The office over here outside our door, they still got Cinco de Mayo decorations on the door.
You better point to it.
I'm done. Let me get to church chat.
Listen, we got some good commentary in church chat, Amber.
Where do I start?
Listen,
okay, JT says he doesn't have a problem with it, right? Crystal Singleton Wilson, I don't understand the anger. I am one of the ones that wasn't offended. I stand with JT and Crystal Singleton Wilson. I was not offended. But please help me understand if I really should have been, for those of you that are.
No, you shouldn't have been. You shouldn't have been. Restine Wilson that took me low. Restine says, no, I don't do anything generic.
That's not even the point. That's not.
Oh God, the Wilson household. I love the Wilson household. They crack me up. You got Crystal over here saying, I ain't offended. Jason Restine say, I ain't doing nothing generic. I love it. I believe in change and progression.
Okay, so JT says, I believe in change and progression. Let them highlight Juneteenth as they do everything else. Because if you go in Walmart, we're coming up on Memorial Day. You're going to see decoration. Now, you may not see an ice cream. That was a different lane for them on the ice cream part, but it's still celebrating. They put it on the barrel. Let's be clear of what they were trying to do. Yes. And in 20 and 22, as Carmina says, and we will embody Carmina just in case she doesn't make it today. But in 20 and 22, inclusion is like the new word. It's like the new word of the day, the week, the hour, and the second. Hashtag inclusion. So the fact that they are including Juneteenth, and yes, it just became a federal holiday last year. Should it have been 1 year ago? I would like to say yes, but it hasn't. We just got it.
Right.
And probably we got it based on some other factors that just nudged just a lot, right? But it's here. Right. So do we not embrace it is my question. Tony G. Oh my gosh, Tony G has commented, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Lots of people are saying what JT LeGrand is saying, but does that apply to the recent efforts to add HBCU swag? Okay, that's a whole thing
good
too.
point. Good point.
That's a whole thing too. So you guys can chime in, add your comments, especially those of you who went to HBCUs, as it pertains to the apparel and things like that in a Walmart and in a Sam's Club or wherever. I've seen them in a CVS and a Walgreens before.
Mhm.
Our local areas normally have the high schools and things like that. So, hey.
Yep. I've seen attire even in academy, HBCU swag. So hey, these are some great points. This conversation is wonderful. Roger Willis from the Windy City has jumped on in here. Good to see you, the Roger Willis. Come on, Crystal Singleton.
Yeah. So Crystal says you will see 4th of July on one end and say how we need to be acknowledged, but then complain when they do. And that's where I was, and it's not just us. People want to be included. They want to be acknowledged, right? And they are acknowledging finally Juneteenth, a celebration that has been celebrated among African Americans for a long time, especially those of us in the South.
Yeah. So it's like, don't cry, don't holler, acknowledge us, then we acknowledge us, and then we get offended. But look here, here goes another alternate perspective, this is interesting. Kevin Holloway says, I was offended because it was a clear-cut case of them trying to financially capitalize off of the holiday, especially like y'all said that they haven't done it for Cinco or any other holiday. That was one of my initial thoughts, like in terms of ethnic recognition. Right. That was my first initial thought. Then I start thinking about all the other perspectives. So great point, Calvin Holloway. That was definitely my first thought. Like, wait a minute, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and put up in terms of ethnicities.
Go ahead.
Yeah, ethnicities. Let's hit all of them. Now, wait a minute. Juneteenth could have been the first one in Walmart's plan. Like, okay, let's go and jump on it. We got Juneteenth. Let's run with it. So the next one that's coming, whether that's, what is that? 4th of July. We know 4th of July has always been. We're going to see that every year. But just start including, like you said, inclusion. So it could have been the first one on the diversity and inclusion plan of Walmart.
Right. Could have been. Okay, and this is the last thing on this. So we mentioned Cinco de Mayo. It's come up a couple of times. So Cinco de Mayo, just so I could, make certain that I was right. Cinco de Mayo is a yearly celebration held on May 5th, which commemorates the anniversary of Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1862. So should this culture be upset? I'm throwing out all kind of restaurant names and store names today. So let this be the one day that we do this, right? Cinco de Mayo, Mexican, anniversary victory celebration. So should they have been upset when BB's put crawfish on sale on Cinco de Mayo? I'm just asking. Should they have been offended by that? Okay, and I'm done with it. I'm done. James, we got to play this game.
Yeah, so I can fail. I'm loving all the church chat. This commentary is great in church chat. Thank you. This is what it's all about. These are great perspectives. This is healthy dialogue.
Yeah, it's I just wanted to bring it up because it's been in the news, and I knew church chat would not fail us, and they would give us their true and genuine opinions, all while we, have fun all at the same time. Okay. Oh, I forgot to share this with you. That's it.
the
New
note for
Life,
me?
Olivia Branch Walker.
It's the top note for me. Can't you see? Hey, oh my God. I felt that. Can't
You
you
felt
see?
it?
Woo!
I tell you.
What y'all know about that in church chat? Y'all know every choir in America used to sing there with them choir robes rocking. Yes, sir. Yeah. Listen, Amber, I'm ready to fail now. You got me.
Well, we
Anxious.
gotta. Well, let's end the show really quickly. But I got to take this break, and after that, I'll get you. Olivia Branch Walker with New Life. Definitely a classic right there. One that you want to remember. I mean, you got to find it. You got to go figure out where to get it from. I mean, I believe it's on a digital download site. You know what? I'm going to check that out. I'm going to see if that is available somewhere. Olivia Branch Walker right here in Houston, Texas, for a time, and lended her sound and her music to the infrastructure for gospel here in Houston, Texas. Dr. James Mable Jr. is with us now. James, we've been on Facebook talking about the Juneteenth ice cream fiasco from Walmart. And I want you to just share briefly with our listeners your thoughts on Walmart's decision, one, to even do it, and then two, their decision to pull it on Tuesday.
In their diversity and inclusion plan to be able to acknowledge the Juneteenth holiday. I know that, we see things like 4th of July, and Christmas, and Thanksgiving, and all the other holidays in terms of decorations and thematic approaches. Great attempt, but I think, sometimes the consumers, they miss the point, and I think because of all of the backlash just at the initial deal, they were, kind of forced to pull it. I hate it, that they pulled it because they were trying to, include and acknowledge, our different ethnicities as they do for, many of the other holidays. And so, shout out to Walmart. I mean, it was great, I guess, while it lasted for a little bit. But sometimes, this is a perfect example, even if the consumer may not be totally correct or in right standing, this is what the power of a consumer can do.
Right.
With Walmart pulling, the ice cream after such horrible backlash in a short matter of time.
Right. And so in 20 and 22, we've been introducing, even in 21, cancel culture started. And I feel like this is one of those things where this is or can be put in the same line as cancel culture. They definitely don't want to be canceled. So they went ahead before there was a cancellation of Walmart, which I don't think would actually happen, but they went ahead and pulled out and gave their statements, and thus they're on to the next thing.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. I honestly believe Walmart is such a force. It's Walmart. It's Wally World, crying out loud. And so I don't think it's kind of, will have that kind of potential. But, I guess then, those leadership and those figureheads at the top, made that decision to go ahead and pull it. But definitely a great attempt. I mean,
yeah.
Internationally, so.
Well, I'll ask you this. Did you get a chance to try any? Was that red velvet swirl okay?
I didn't even get a chance to get to the swirl. I didn't get a chance to get to it. I just saw the party.
Yeah. Red velvet and what was it? Red velvet swirl and cheesecake.
Yeah, no, I didn't get a chance to get to the swirl.
All right. I'm going to leave that right there because it could go very bad very quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so very much for joining us on today. Definitely enjoyed you, and I pray that you did enjoy the music as well. Dark and early in the morning, Lord say the same. I'm with you. Tomorrow is Friday. It's a fantastically fun Friday. Paris Ely is up next with the Morning Magazine. Everybody lend your ears and your minds to him as well. Thank you guys so much.
That's right, Fairview Auto Sales. The home and no credit check in the layaway plan. That's right.
Racine is letting you have it.
Check that Fairview.
Restine is doing what?
Restine is. I'm sorry, not Restine. JT. JT says, Amber Shaw, you better say that in 20 and 22.
Come on. Listen, that's Carmina's thing. I will not and cannot claim to that. And she was saying it, and I just borrowed it because we wanted to have her be a part of the show in spirit today. So listen, that is a whole Carmina thing, 20 and 22.
JT said, like I said before, we don't need no ice cream anyway.
Well, last week, James, James doesn't, James is trying to live a slim, what was it? Hashtag
Slim and trim.
Slim and trim life. Slim and trim life. So,
look here. Speaking of that, I'm pleased to announce for the Slim and Trim. 2 weeks ago, I was at 235 in 20 and 22. Okay. And I recently just weighed in yesterday. Not yesterday.
Yesterday.
And I am 228.6.
Okay.
So let me tell y'all something. Now, here's the beautiful thing. I can kind of still eat what I want, but it's in moderation. And I think my body is just trained enough. And I live in the gym now, and I'm not trying to be Hulk Hogan. I'm just talking about I get a whole bunch of cardio in and I sweat. Do you hear me? And so, you come over to my house. Don't be mad at my house because you gonna think you in green pastures over here. You ain't finna see you ain't finna see no red meat, you ain't finna see no beef, you ain't finna see none of that. Okay, you're gonna see green, you're gonna see broccoli, huh? You're gonna see some roasted broccoli, you're gonna see some spinach, all right? You're gonna see some florets, you're gonna see some asparagus. You're gonna see a whole bunch of essential water. I'm telling you what's in my refrigerator. So don't just get disappointed because when your own blood family come from Navasota.
Anyway, we got to play this game. I want to get through some of these comments really quickly. Johnny Johnson is here. Want to acknowledge Johnny this morning. Always a pleasure, sir. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning in church chat.
The Johnny Johnson. Listen, if anybody can pull some people together, it's Johnny.
It is definitely Johnny Johnson. Definitely. Okay, so Crystal's last comment. A Black person already has a red velvet ice cream. Folks are saying we should have supported her. So I don't really know if the issue is if there being an ice cream for the holiday, but all have a right to their opinion. And granted, I found out that there is a Black owned creamery, or the lady is African American, and she has an ice cream that has red velvet in it or whatever. Okay, I didn't know that beforehand until this whole thing came out. But at the same time, there are many brands of ice cream that have the same flavor. It's a bunch of vanillas. It's a bunch of French vanillas. I mean, it's a bunch of everything. Every brand pretty much has the same flavors. So, granted, will I go try her brand? Maybe so. I saw a few places where it was sold. So I was like, okay, cool. I can go try it just to support her. But I don't think that there was a dig on her and her particular product, but you never know. Again, I see things in a totally different light, so maybe I need to be a little bit more woke. I don't know.
Come on, woke. Let me go pull these flashcards up because they starting to come from me in church chat. Crystal Wilson talking about.
But listen, I heard it and I was like, okay, oh God.
Green, okay, with a little seafood, little crawfish. We light over here. Every once in a while, you might get a burger out of me, but it ain't. When
all right, so listen, guys,
house. Here we go.
We're gonna play this game. It is lyrically correct. It is number one game for those who love gospel music. And they got some cards, they got some sayings on it. And so I'm gonna ask James, and I'm gonna see if he can answer them correctly, right? Donna Ray Harding is here as well. So
what up, Uncle Foots? OKC is in the house. OKC, love you, Aunt. Thank you for tuning in. Roger Willis, Portillo's in Chicago.
What are y'all talking about?
Portillo's, the restaurant in Chicago.
Oh, yes, the hot dog place.
Oh my God, yeah, Roger, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, it looks like stream went down, but that's okay. I should be able to get it
Amber,
up.
you doing this because you trying to laugh at me?
I am not. I wouldn't.
My brain ain't ready.
No, but see that part is not my fault, because how many of you were here last week? And at the end of the show, I told James that we were gonna play a game, right? I said that, so I ain't got. Okay, James, you ready? You ready?
No.
Listen, let's do this for you. Let's see if I can get you. Let's see. Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not what I wanted. Well, I was trying to make him the focal point, everybody.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to do that.
No, we don't have to do that. No, we don't have to.
No, I'm humble.
I really wanted to make you the focal point, though.
I'm over in the corner. Take me over there.
Nevertheless, okay, guys, lyrically correct. Fine, James Mable, fine.
Don't put me as no focal. I'm not the focus. Jesus is.
Okay, so James, in A Little More Jesus, Erica Campbell said she went too far and almost did what?
Cussed.
See, you're doing good.
That's just one.
The very first one, you got it right.
Because the Saints know about almost cussing, and I ain't gonna say almost cussing, half cussed.
I'm not even a part of that.
Sanctified.
Renee is in the background. Everybody, blessed be the rock. Shout out to Renee. Shout out to her team that's pushing it at radio right now. So We Break Records, Robert McCullum, Fred Jerkins. Listen, okay, you ready? This is an easy one. When are we going to see the King? I got to give me a time clock. A countdown.
Very soon.
Very good, James. See, this is easy, right?
I don't know.
Okay, hold on.
Lord Jesus.
Need to make okay. Number 3. According to Hezekiah Walker, God is worthy to be praised from the rising of the sun to the going down of what? Choices. A, the rain. B, the moon. C, the same. D, the blessings.
See the same.
And see, you thought you were going to have problems with this. Come on. See, this is lyrically correct, everybody. I have the information floating, scrolling across your. And what I did forget to put on there is you can get 20% off if you type in BGR. So type in BGR, go to the website, get these flashcards. They're not flashcards. They're playing cards. Yeah. And, you know, if you want to add a little bit of spice, you know, if you have a saint-filled house and when the people come over to celebrate with you and everybody want to play dominoes and they want to play spades, you be like, we playing lyrically correct, right?
Listen, I got to briefly shout out my brother from another mother who is in my favorite city outside of my home base, Baltimore, Maryland. It's one of the maestros of Baltimore, Amber. His name is Carlos D. McEachin Sr. Says, good morning, my brother. Huckabee. He's being a little shady like you. Because y'all know when I was in Baltimore at Carter Memorial Church of God in Christ, the Lord kind of took over and I shouted a little bit, but that's my name. Really, Amber? Don't do that.
I just said a little bit.
You running off of Carlos' comments? What you did? You saw the video. You saw the video.
I've seen several videos of you doing that. I've seen you on the floor in the music studio as well. But I mean, I won't go there.
This what you're doing? This. Carlos, love you, man. Tell Karen, my sister, I said hello. Baltimore, y'all. I might as well call this my second home. Seriously, that's my second home. But this is dope. Lyrically.
I got
Correct.
two. I got two more for you. Two more.
Hold on.
And we got to go.
Okay.
Okay, we got two more. You ready? You ready? Listen, guys, the information for the game is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Lyrically Correct. That's the website. If you go, you get 20% off if you type in the code BGR, right? Yeah. That sounds good. That sounds good. I want you guys to do it. They have what is it? A 60s and a 70s version, old school. Hey, you might like that one too. You know, for everybody who has a mixture of family, you know, you can break out the Lyrically Correct, you know, revival edition. This is the revival edition, all right? And then you can break out the oldies toward the latter part of the evening.
Come on. I love it. Carlos, don't you start. I see you in church chat. Don't you do that.
Carlos, I was close to you last weekend when I was in Philly. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to everybody I got a chance to hang out with. To Robin McCullum, who was so gracious and nice to come and pick me up from the airport. I appreciate you. Listen, I got a chance to see her son, James.
Hey.
The crew got a chance to meet his wife in person. And actually, we had met before, but it was in passing. So officially, I got a chance to meet Hassan's wife.
Uh-oh. I can't. You're muted. Amber is muted, y'all. Let's see if she can find her unmute button.
Okay. I don't know what
There you
happened. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Something happened.
The Holy Ghost. It's that holiness that they're talking about in church chat.
It's the ghost.
It's the holiness. That's what they're talking about.
It's the ghost. What I was saying, I got a chance to meet Zach Williams of Zach Williams and One Accord. Keith Peltzer. You know what? So you know that things are probably good or bad when a guy comes and sits next to you that you don't know outright, right? And he says,
Watch this
hey,
church chat. Watch this.
He says, hey, I got somebody that wants to say something to you, right? And then he shows me the phone, and initially I did not see it. But who's on FaceTime on Keith's phone? Mable. So I'm in this restaurant in Philadelphia, PA. Never been there before, but they had some great, great food, right? And this gentleman who clearly, when I walked through the door, thought he knew who I was. He never said anything prior to when he came, other than speaking, right? And so I guess, you know, he was like, I think I know her. She looks like, let's see. So he tells me that he goes and he does his searching on Facebook. And then he calls James because there was no really identification of if I was in Philly or not. I don't know why he thought James would know I was in Philly or not, but it works out. Nevertheless, he is good friends with Dr. James Mable Jr. And we actually follow one another on social media already. But it was really dope to have met Keith Peltzer. And I found out a lot more about him. But James was just on the screen and James was following me all the way to Philly.
I wasn't following you to Philly. I didn't follow
you followed me.
I didn't follow you to Philly. The call came to me from my brother Keith in Philly. You just happened to be in Philly. Okay. So I wasn't following you. You made it there and you enjoyed your time in Philly, but I did not follow you. But you just never know who James Mable knows.
Well, true. That's one. And then you just never know who knows you from social media, because Keith actually knows me from the social media space and things like that, from me doing my lives on Monday and then doing church chat with you guys on Thursdays and whatnot. So, you know, and I also want to make sure I press the point. Don't be out here in these Gallivant streets, people doing stuff that you ain't got no business, because the people might know who you are. That's what I wanted to, you know. Carmina wasn't here to give her inspirational word for the day. So that's the inspirational word for the day. Don't be out here in these streets gallivanting, doing stuff that you ain't got no business doing. People know who you are.
All right.
Okay, James, two more lyrically correct questions, right? Let's see what we got. Let me see if I can find a hard one.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, maybe. This one might be. What book in the Bible does Kirk Franklin say the preacher preaches from? Church chat, help him out. I knew
The
this
book
one.
of Revelation.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. Now, it is the book of Revelation. Can you say the rest of it? What chapter and verse? Because he says it.
Something, I think chapter 21, verse 7. I don't know. I don't know.
No, that's not right, but okay. Let's see. Let me go over here and let's get this one. Okay, last one on
Carlos, now you finding that Carlos JT says Amber Shaw, household name. And then Carlos says James Mable knows everybody, even Jesus.
You know what, Carlos? I did not meet you, but sir, I just want you to know that you just stated whole facts right there. Yes, yes, yes.
The East Coast is my second home. It's a lot of folk I know up there. Oh,
Okay.
Carlos, you jumping in with Amber? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. JT talking about it's pronounced. The Holy Ghost is not.
I
Holy
saw
Ghost.
it.
It's Holy Ghost.
Okay. So last question. Now, James, I gave you the easy ones because I really wanted to just kind of ease you into this thing next week. If you're here, not gallivanting, I think what I might do is bring somebody on and they're going to be your challenger. So, you got to beat them before they get the right answer. Okay. So this is the last one. According to Travis Green, God moves mountains and causes what?
He caused walls to fall.
Very good. You did good. You just played lyrically correct, James. Congratulations. There is no prize, but I'm just glad that you got them all right. Okay.
I ain't winning.
Guys, huh?
I ain't winning nothing.
No, thanks for playing.
Ain't no reward. What kind of game is this? Gotta be a prize. Gotta give me a peppermint or something. A Jolly Rancher, something.
No, Jolly Ranchers don't help you stay slim and trim.
You could have given me some sugar or something, some kind of ice cream. You could have gave me some of that Juneteenth ice cream that Walmart pulled.
Anyway, JT LeGrand, I saw a comment from you. I know you said
I ain't got no reward. She done bamboozled me into this game and ain't gave me no prize.
Anyway, again, the information for the cards is down at the bottom. Lyrically correct. This is the revival edition. You can go to lyricallycorrect.com, type in the code BGR for 20% off. So make certain that you guys do it. And when you guys get the cards, take some pictures and post them and make certain that the game manufacturer, gets just due with that. So James, it wasn't that bad, right? So we can do this again.
We can, bring the challenger on because it took me a little minute to kind of respond, but no, that's fine.
See, and you thought it was going to be bad. You thought it was going to be bad.
See, that's some good. That will make you think. That really will.
Yeah. And after you have had your grape juice and your fruit juice and your ginger ale, this is the best game to play.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever. Don't you agree? Grape juice, fruit juice, ginger ale.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Carlos say Jolly Rancher and a cup of water.
A whole mess.
Yeah, that's a good game. That's a good game for praise and worship leaders too.
It is. It really is. Yeah, you can break the ice, or maybe if you guys are having some type of event, this could be a great icebreaker session. It's a fun one. So for those of you who lead ministry, you got Bible study or whatever the case may be, maybe a youth engagement or whatever it might be. I think that this game, lyrically correct, the revival edition, would be a great thing. Oh, that that would be good. JT, I'm going to take you up on that. Yes, indeed. Right here. James Mable and Cedric Ballard. Yes, indeed. I'm going to call Cedric, apprise him of what has been done and said, and see if we can't get both of them on.
So you're gonna bring on a man that done clown me,
Yes.
and then that it's just really. So he done clown me when I'm out. You're talking about the whole lemon butter. Then he done, now you're gonna bring on this man who is Roger. It's time to go. Yep. This show is over. The show is over. We're done.
All right, everybody, we gotta go.
The show is over. Roger,
we gotta go. Thank you all so very much for hanging out with us today. Wanted to bring you some of the headlines and just bring a little bit of laughter to your Thursday. Yeah. And I think we did that. We hit the headlines. So on the way out, remember, we are praying for the families of those that were involved, those that were killed in the shooting in Uvalde, Texas. So James, have a great day. I'm going to put that right there. Nope, I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this one right here. And we're going to go out with that. But just remember to keep them in your prayers. And we will remember their lives and what they contributed, even in this short amount of time. Be blessed, everybody. We'll see you guys next week. Tell somebody that will tell somebody who will then tell somebody. Be blessed and have an amazingly new day, everybody.
Good day. Peace.